think of random thoughts, my first thing that goes to my mind is PvP. I have no idea why, but I guess I'm going to be talking about PvP now. Basically, what is wrong with Bedrock PvP? It makes no sense. Okay, because basically what you do is just spam, and there's like literally nothing to it. Oh crap! Okay, I guess there is something to it, ish. But either way, it's still really fun. And the first thing that's wrong with Minecraft Bedrock PvP is that axes kinda suck. I mean, yes, for Java they're good, but that's only for Java. You see, inside of Bedrock, they literally don't do a single thing. All that they are, like, the only thing that they do is literally is to do less damage than their actual sword counterpart. Because let's say that you have a stone axe and then a stone sword. Stone sword will do more damage, so you always want to do the stone sword because of how it is. Because I mean, it might sound kind of counterintuitive if you've played Java before, but just like never get axes. I mean, first of all, it requires more resources to make them, and they just don't live up to that. And they're good for people that like to spend their resources, but it's just not a great idea because they do less damage and weird. I don't know how I got to armor, just kind of did. Armor's weird, okay? Basically, gold, like gold and leather stuff, they're all the same. Well, not actually. It's kind of weird because of how it works, because there's chainmail where you can't even make it, while with all the other ones you can make it. And chainmail's just not a good investment because they do it as a golden armor, and it's just not that great, in my opinion. So just like never you want to have like that same type of defense, just go with gold. It does the same everything, and it's just, you know, I mean, I can see why people would like it, because it's like something that you can't get. That's like totally fine by me. It's like, yeah, get it, because it can be cool. Armor's weird. And protection is awesome because, well, you get less damage when you're hit. And yes, that's awesome in that. But just like, don't try and get like anything else. Like the other protection, it can be great, but protection just like does all the stuff. Like it basically is protection from everything. And yeah, like if you're poor, I guess, but just like you can like have some protection in that, and yes, it might be better to have like prot on stuff and other stuff. Yeah, go for it. Just like don't have your entire set on like one type of thing. And if like people have like multiple types of protection, yeah, I'm fine with that. Like if it has like protection and then actual protection, like fire protection, then blast protection, then normal protection, I can see the logic in that, and I would in fact support doing that. But like if you're just gonna do just like straight up one type of prot that isn't actually protection, just don't go for it. It's just useless. It's not worth it. And also, PvP mechanics is pretty weird for Minecraft Bedrock. Okay, because like it goes stone, then iron, but the only difference is half a heart. It does half a heart more. And it's kind of dope once you start to think about it, because as that means that if somebody has a stone sword, but the other person doesn't, then that can become a really good thing. And so, like, it can become more equal, yes, but it'll be harder and more fun, because the challenge within that, and you have to think of, like, the challenge that'll, like, come to it. Like, because if you have no armor at all, and then the other person has a stone sword and you have an iron sword, he can still win with the stone sword, because the difference is only 1, and it's just like more even. That's why I kind of like Bedrock PvP better, because it can be more equal, and you can still have the advantage, if anything. Because, like, it depends on, like, how you PvP. Because crits will do more, so then, basically, you can still have a chance. But then, the critical hits are weird, because they only work if you're not running. Which, I feel like it would do more damage if you're running, because you're running, so there's going to be more force in it. And shields can be awesome, but the delay, if you don't use shields right, it can be your worst enemy, because it'll just like slow you down, and then it just isn't the greatest advantage for anything. That's why you want to use shields, but at the right moment. That's why, like, if you have a choice between totems of undying and a shield, go with the totem. Because the totem, once you, like, die, you'll still have some extra protection, and, like, it'll give you all this buffs, and it's just better, because then shields are just there to make you a turtle and slow. And if you're going to want to do that, just, like, make a scoop farm, so then you can make Turtle Master potions. So then, basically, it's the same as a shield. It makes you go slower, and also, because it makes you go slower, and the shield makes you go slower. But if you have, like, if you have a speed, like, this slowness will just, like, cancel out that. Sharpness is weird as well. Because how sharpness works is, like, it goes up by 1 tier. So let's say that you have a stone sword, and you have sharpness 1 on it. It's going to do as much as an iron sword. There's no doubt about that. It's going to do the same, no matter what. And it's just not worth it for any other type of, like, enchantment for the sword. Like, if you're going to have smite, that's only going to help with undead mobs, which isn't the greatest plan, because the true threat for anything is going to be from other players, because you can still kill mobs easily with sharpness. So just, like, don't get Bane of Anthropod or Semai. It's just not worth it. Yeah. And so, yeah. And that means, like, with sharpness, a wooden sword can become as powerful as a diamond sword. And that's kind of funny once you start to think about it, because basically you're having a diamond sword with a wooden sword. It's just kind of funny, if anything. So just, like, always have sharpness on stuff. And then this makes it so that axes can be semi-useful. Just semi. Because you're still going to do a lot of damage with them if you have sharpness. And it can be good for intimidation if someone played on Java before, and then they went on to Bedrock, because it's great for intimidation. Just amazing. Oh, man. Yeah, it's just amazing for intimidation. And that's really all that you want, is, like, intimidation, so then people won't come near you as much, and then it'll, like, yeah, you just want to have intimidation, because the intimidation will get to their head, and then make it so that you're not better, but basically they're gonna, like, choke up more. And that's basically what it is. It's like the game of the mind first, before the actual combat. And yeah, that's what you always want. You want intimidation, because if you don't have that, then people will just, like, kill you fast, and yeah, you just want that intimidation there. But if anything, just like don't go for axes, and if you do have an axe, make sure it has sharpness or something, just anything that'll make it more powerful, because without that, it's just not going to be worth it. It's just not going to be the greatest weapon you can have. Well, kind of already isn't the best weapon to have. Okay, let's fight him. Yeah, I should make a kill montage for this instead. Anyway, the thing with Bedrock that makes it so much better is like, you can like quick equip. That's a tongue twister. Quick equip. Anything. So like if you have armor, you can just like hurry and then like right click, and then it'll equip it.
Otherwise, you call for the bill. That's okay because yeah, that's okay. I even thought one of the
I feel like that this has just become a debate between myself on which one's better, Java or Bedrock Minecraft. And because I play on Bedrock, it's kind of unfair. Potions. That's where I was. So, well, now I am on potions. So, now, for potions. Potions can be really useful because, as of how they work, like, speed will make your screen larger, yes, but if you have Turtle Master, or the slowness will cancel out the speed, which makes you just go at normal pace, which is awesome for that one reason, because it also has protection on it, so it's just always useful. So, always use potions, because they'll just help you in all types of situations. Food, I guess. Now we're on food. So for food, always try and use food as much as possible because of the saturation. And basically what saturation is basically how long the hunger bar will wait. And different foods will give off different types of saturation. The highest one being golden carrots. So always have golden carrots with you because they're just going to help you out. Because, yet again, like, the main reason why people do Minecraft is for fun. Like, they want to have fun. I mean, that's why people do it, because you can do really whatever you want. One heart.